Hey everyone, David Burgess here again with Keller Williams Realty. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel on this beautiful day here in Parrish in Fort Hamer Park with the Manatee River right behind me. You may well be familiar with it, but if you're not, this beautiful location is right in the heart of Parrish, just before going over the Fort Hamer Bridge and down into Lakewood Ranch. And today's video is my top 5 communities in Parrish for early 2023, and I emphasize the word early as there is a lot of growth going on in Parrish next year onwards. We have a new Crystal Lagoon community coming. We've got new builders on the horizon on the Buckeye Road area of Parrish and Rutland Road, and of course all these other little pockets in this pretty rural town that is absolutely changing its landscape across the board. It's going to really look like a completely different town over the next 5 to 10 years, and if you want to get ahead of that growth, now is the time to really look into Parrish. And I truly believe that if you're looking for a new home, this is the best area to purchase right now. There's some great builders on offer, great incentives, and there's a lot less activity going on in Tampa and in Sarasota compared to Parrish. So here are my top 5 recommendations for communities in Parrish. And firstly, what am I looking for in a new community or a new home? I'm looking for something different, something that isn't in abundance everywhere else. As you do find in certain areas of Florida that homes are very similar to one another. So I'm looking for great floor plans, excellent builders. I'm looking for great lots. I'm looking for low fees. I'm looking for something that makes the home a little bit different and special. And Parrish does have that in certain areas, but there's definitely some communities that I would just avoid because they're not doing anything for me. So stick around. Today's video is my top 5 recommendations for early 2023 in Parrish. And by the way, guys, before I go any further, you may have noticed on my channel, if you are already subscribed, that I am starting to do more shorter video content as well, called YouTube Shorts. They are newer videos where you have to put everything together vertically instead of horizontally, and it has to be under a minute. So if that content ever seems a little bit rushed, that is the reason why. It's a different concept to what I'm used to providing, but what I do love about that is that I can upload a handful of those videos a week compared to doing a couple of longer and in-depth videos a month. So I will be doing more and more of those moving forward, and I'm going to be emphasizing great deals on builders, great lots that have just been opened, great incentives, and just things that I come across on a daily basis while I'm out in the field that sometimes can take me weeks to put together for a new video. So it makes me able to get this content out to you quicker if you're in the market for any great deals right now or moving forward into 2023. So if you're not subscribed already, please do so, and click the bell to receive notifications right away, and that will mean that you won't miss any of that content. So yeah, if you've seen a few of those recently, I'm not switching gears, I'm just adding to the content that I'm already providing. Right then, community number 1 is Windwater, and I have mentioned this community before, but it's taken so long for them to finally clear the land and open the community that I have to mention it again, especially because it has no CDD fee and the HOA is an unbelievable $110 a month, which is such great value for what is on offer. It's a gated community with a pool, a clubhouse, it's got great lots, it's going to have a dog park, and I think it's going to have a tot lot as well, so it's definitely welcoming for younger families too. It's in a great location. It's on the corner of Fort Hamer Road and Golf Course Road, right in the heart of Parrish, and the lots, like I said, it's going to have waterfront lots, and it's going to have conservation there. But in terms of value for an HOA, you will not find better than that anywhere for what's on offer. And they have 10 floor plans that are ranging from like 1,600 square feet to 3,300 square feet. They've got a few floor plans that are 3-car garage homes. And I really do like Mattamy Homes, and I love their upgrade options. They offer such a wide variety of homes, to bigger single family homes, to small villas and townhouses. But this community is only going to be single family homes, and they've got 10 floor plans, so every home's not going to be very similar and monotonous. They're going to have a real wide variety of homes, and it's not going to feel so cookie cutter. So I would absolutely keep Windwater on your radar. I'm really impressed by this. And I did mention last year about Parrish that I was a little bit disappointed that their homes on offer for new communities were either on the real high end or on the low end. So they were kind of in that 400 to 500 range, or like $1 million plus, and there was nothing in that middle ground. But Mattamy Homes and a couple of others that I'm going to mention here are really in that middle ground that offer something different. So absolutely keep Windwater in mind for early 2023. Community number 2 is another one I've mentioned before, but stay with me. This is a new phase actually in Twin Rivers, which is one of Parrish's #1 communities. I absolutely love it in there. Bigger lots, low fees, just a very nice classical neighborhood. And Lennar Homes, which is actually, I think is going to be branded as WCI. It's going to be their premium product. They're building a section back there that looks like it's going to be gated, and they have got some beautiful lots back there. In fact, there is not a bad lot in this section. I think they've got about 100 homes on offer, but the first phase is going to have around 50 homes, and they're building, as you can see from here, they're building some homes right now, but they are smaller. These homes are like 1,600 to 2,300 square feet. They've got a handful of floor plans on offer, and these homes are going to be very similar to a 55 plus community in Waimama called South Shore Bay, Medley at South Shore Bay. And that community is sold very well, but they're very nice floor plans. They're going to have concrete tiled roofs, probably going to have paved driveways. The information is going to be out very soon on this community, but again, you're not going to have a CDD fee there. You're going to have a low HOA. You're not going to have any amenities, but you will have access to the Manatee River if you're into kayaking or canoeing, or if you want to take if you want to take a light boat down the river, then you can do so from this community. But what I love about this is it is really nestled away, and like I said, every single lot in there is really pretty. I love the conservation views, and there's going to be some ponds in there as well, and it looks like it's going to connect to the MI section, the cove at Twin Rivers. There was a little gated section there where the MI were building over the last few years, and it looks like it's going to connect there. So still struggling for the full picture there, but we will have more information very soon, and I've already connected with a sales agent that's going to be selling in there, and he said he's going to update me as soon as he knows any more. So if you're looking for a home, I'm guessing these homes are going to be in that 450 to 550 range in this community, but the word on the street is they're going to have impact resistant windows too as standard, and if that's the case, that is a really premium upgrade, another really premium upgrade for a really great valued home. So like I said, they've got a few floor plans on offer, but if you're looking for a smaller home in a quiet section of Parrish, then I absolutely recommend looking at the enclave, or the enclave, however you pronounce it, at Twin Rivers with Lennar WCI Homes. Community number 3 is Wildleaf at North River Ranch with Neal Communities. Now, this is a very similar type of community to Canoe Creek on Golf Course Road. However, in North River Ranch, it's more of a master plan community, so you're going to get more amenities, you're going to get trails, well, more trails than Canoe Creek, longer trails. You're going to be closer to schools, you're going to be much closer to where the hospital is coming, and you're going to be closer to more stores and restaurants and that kind of thing. However, the fees are higher than Canoe Creek, and although these homes are priced very similarly, I think Wildleaf are like $5,000 to $10,000 less on the base prices of the homes compared to Canoe Creek, but their fees are definitely higher. Their fees are around $80 a month for the HOA, and their CDD fee is going to be between $1,500 to $2,400 a year, the max size of these homes are around 2,400 square feet. So Wildleaf isn't going to offer the bigger types of homes, but you are going to get the smaller, and you are going to get 3-car garage homes in there. So again, that is definitely a different concept to what West Bay are offering and what Pulte are offering, and even like Park Square Homes. It's very different to what North River Ranch already offers. So if you're looking for a smaller home, possibly with a 3-car garage as well, I would absolutely check out Neal Communities floor plans at Wildleaf. However, if you're looking for a quieter side of Parrish, maybe you don't have younger kids, or you want to be just a bit further away and pay less fees, I would still recommend going to Canoe Creek over Wildleaf. So just something to consider. Just depends on your maybe your family dynamic and how many people will be living with you and what you're looking for in your neighborhood. But Wildleaf at North River Ranch is community number 3. Now I'm going to be a bit cheeky here for community number 4 because it's actually technically in Palmetto and not Parrish, but I love MI Homes and I love the floor plans that they have on offer in the Travesta community. And if you're this isn't a new community, but it is a new phase at the back of the existing community, and they have some beautiful lots there. I mean, really, really nice. They've got a wide variety of really established landscaping and trees there. They're much taller. They're just very private, and you have a lot of waterfront lots too. I really, really do love this new phase of Travesta. Otherwise, I wouldn't be recommending it, but I believe that it might well be off your radar if you're looking in Parrish over the next year or so. And this is MI's most upscale homes. Like, this is the spring series. It's the same homes that are on offer in Sweetwater in Lakewood Ranch, less than, probably 20 minutes away, but the value or the pricing is like $200,000 less on average, I would say, and that's a big difference to some people. Yes, Lakewood is the best community, it's the better community, and it's the better location, probably more desirable, it has a lot more going on, but the fees are going to be higher there, and obviously the house price is going to be significantly more there as well. So the model home that I'm showing you is in Lakewood, but you can build all of those homes, or at least the majority of those homes, in Travesta just for a lot less expense. So definitely keep Travesta in mind. I'm still waiting on official news on the lot premium prices and the fees there, but definitely don't rule out Travesta. I was really, really impressed by this phase when I was driving through it yesterday. It's a lovely, lovely new phase of a great existing community. So community number 4 is Travesta. And lastly, community number 5 is Crosswind Ranch, and not to be confused with Crosswind Point, but they are very close to one another, and Crosswind Point has more smaller homes. They do offer some kind of bigger homes like the Pelican floor plan, but they do have villas in there, and they do have the Casa Fresca line of homes as well, which are more in that kind of 2,000 square foot range. But from what I can see of Crosswind Ranch, it's going to be a huge community. It's going to have like 2,500 square foot homes, and it's on the Wauchula Road that heads on out to Central Florida. So it does feel a little bit remote out there for now, but in time, it's going to be a lot more things very, very close to Crosswind Ranch, especially as the Parrish town centre gets completely reconfigured and modernised, and it's going to be pedestrianised. It's going to look absolutely awesome. That's going to be pretty close to this new community. But for right now, this is Homes by West Bay, and Homes by West Bay are a Tampa builder, but they are really growing into Parrish, and this is their 3rd new community in Parrish, and they build some fantastic homes. I do really love their floor plans, and these are going to have some bigger homes, especially like the 3-car garage homes like the Madeira 3 with the split garage. You've got some like the I think it's the Biscayne 2. They're in that kind of 3,300 to 4,200 square foot range. Like I said, 3-car garage. You can get 2-car garage options in there too, and the smaller series of homes, which I believe is the Innovation, but they've got some lovely lots there again. I don't believe the community is going to be gated. It is going to have a CDD fee of around kind of $2,500 a year, but the HOA fee is only about $150 for the year, I believe, and it will have amenities in time. But I do actually think that Crosswind Ranch might have the most upscale floor plans and homes in Parrish right now for under $1 million. I think that if you start going over $1 million, you're going to be back in that like Twin Rivers, the reserve at Twin Rivers, or of course the Isles here, which is right behind me, but that's waterfront, like truly waterfront homes. But I actually think that in that kind of 600 to 900,000 range for a bigger, really nice upscale home, I think that West Bay at Crosswind Ranch is probably going to be your best location. Of course, other than the Travesta community that I've just recommended, but those two are definitely going to have bigger homes, more upscale, and I think that Crosswind Ranch is going to be the pricier the priciest community that I'm recommending out of the 5. I have tried to go in, you know, from lowest to highest as I go through these, but of course some of these prices aren't released just yet. Definitely have a look at Crosswind Ranch. Now, they will be offering pools very, very soon, but right now they're not offering any pools, but in the new year I've heard they will be offering pools again. A lot of what they're offering right now are spec homes, but again, that is going to change very, very soon. I do know the sales agent Josue in there very well, worked with him many, many times before, and he will release more information to me as I get it. So going back to those YouTube short videos, I might well be coming out with like a new one or an update of one of certain communities like Crosswind Ranch when I get an update that is significant, or if anything really changes. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful. Obviously there's definitely a sales slowdown right now. Obviously interest rates have just gone up again. We knew they were going to get worse and higher, they'll go higher than, you know, before they were going to come down, but I think we'll start to see them coming down again in early 2023. And this is where the builders are really coming out with incentives, guys. Everything is negotiable, and if you see a great deal, we can absolutely push harder for it. And you might see more of that emphasized towards the closing costs and towards buying the rate down and paying off your closing costs. But look, like I said, it's all negotiable and it has to work best for you and your scenario. So yeah, as always, please reach out. All of my contact information is below. I'll be more than happy to help, whether you're comparing communities in Parrish or if you're comparing Parrish to other areas. And I will have another video out for you very shortly, and I'm focusing on best opportunities from Tampa down to Sarasota for existing and new communities that are outside of Parrish. So please like this video if you found it informative and helpful, and I would love you to subscribe as this channel keeps growing. So thanks again. You'll hear from me very soon.